A high-ranking Iranian official says a ban by the European Union on new contracts for crude oil and petroleum products from Iran would mean that the EU's refineries may have to carry out multi-million-dollar reconfigurations. Western experts have also warned that the embargo is a political and economic challenge for the EU, especially at a time when the bloc is suffering from an unprecedented economic downturn.
Western policymakers know it just too well that their sanctions regime is a political maneuver. Iran doesn't need any favor from any country to sell its oil, because global demand is always there.
The Iranian leader's top advisor also told Press TV that Europe's decision to embargo Iranian oil exports is in no one's interest. He warned that European policymakers are overlooking how the embargo may push up oil prices and even reshape the global oil trade.
In the absence of Iranian supply, global oil prices will go up, and they know it. However, Iran will never allow to be in a situation in which it cannot sell oil, but other regional states can.
According to the U.S. Energy Information Administration, the new sanctions will affect about 500,000 barrels per day of oil imports to Europe, which will likely facilitate the transfer of billions of dollars in oil earnings from the European governments to Chinese and Indian firms. These firms have become major players in the global crude oil market, and some of them have no exchange-traded stock and no U.S. assets, and offer no leverage that could be exploited by outside interests.
Countries like China and India will never follow the unilateral policies of the West. Iran exports less than 20% of its oil to Europe, which is not that much. Iran can and will sell its oil even in advance. Therefore, the new sanctions will have no impact on its global oil market or economy.
Iran produces more than 5% of global oil output. Perhaps that also explains why the International Monetary Fund has warned that the Iran embargo will push up oil prices by 30% for a resource-hungry world, where unintended consequences can matter tremendously, especially for the European Union. A number of Iranian lawmakers have just come up with a new motion. If ratified by the parliament, the new law will oblige the government to stop all crude oil shipments to the European Union. Ayman Press TV, Tehran.